Welcome to episode 6 of the Basics of Trading with Prateek and me. In the last episode, we learned different types of indicators like moving average, exponential moving average, and RSI. We also learned how to use these indicators with charts to make sense of what the markets are up to. In today's episode, we will learn what an actual broker terminal looks like. We'll also learn how to place different orders using the broker terminal. But before we start this episode, you know the drill. Like button dabao, chalo like dabao, and leave a comment saying, Tanmay, you are the broker to my terminal. That doesn't even make sense. But do it. Leave that comment. It tells the algorithm that it should push this video out to more people. It would really help the channel a lot. I appreciate it. And on that note, let's begin the episode.
Ready to learn how to place orders?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so you all already know that you need a broker to place orders on the exchange.
Correct.
Most brokers function the same way. We'll be using Kite
Got it.
to understand how it is, but your broker should also be the same.
The same. Yeah, got it.
So what I see over here is the dashboard. I can see the total amount of money in equity. I can see how much money there is in commodity. In this case, there's no money in the commodity. And then I can see if there are any holdings I have. So if kuch long-term investing hai, that will show up here.
Got it.
All right. And I scroll down, I can see Nifty. Now, the main thing on your broker terminal is the market watch.
Market watch. Correct.
Ye left mein.
Got
So
it.
over here, I'm going to add Infosys. So I searched for Infi and then I'm clicking and ye Infosys add ho gaya yahan pe.
मैंने भी कर दिया.
You add it?
ये BSE NSE करना चाहिए.
Good question. Most of the time, you can actually check NSE out. It usually has more liquidity than BSE.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, let's add one more. Give me another stock name.
Oh, इसको ITC. Let's do ITC.
Perfect. I'll add ITC as well. I'll click and your ITC add ho gaya. So what you see over here is the name of the stock, how much percent it is up right now compared to yesterday's close.
It's a 24-hour reflection, right? Yesterday's close.
Yesterday's close. मतलब 3.5 में अगर 100 रुपए पे क्लोज किया
Got it.
और अभी 103 पे है तो प्लस 3% दिखाएगा.
Got it.
And as the price moves during the day, this percentage and that absolute number will keep changing.
Got it.
Got it, right?
तो जब मैं ITC के ऊपर क्लिक करता हूँ तो बाय एंड सेल आता है, फिर उसके नीचे मार्केट डेप्थ
Correct.
पे लिखा है.
Market depth are all the offers and bids that are happening. People have placed orders.
Got it.
We'll also place an order.
Got it.
And they're waiting for it to be matched.
Got it.
So these are all the people buying who
These
have
are all-
placed orders who want to buy.
And
These
this
are-
is called order book.
Correct.
Got
An
it.
order book has the top 5 bids and the top 5 offers. And इसमें quantity, as you can see, बदल रहा है अभी. देखो ये quantity बदला. यहाँ पे you can see that the quantities are changing, the number of orders are changing.
Correct.
Notice one thing, ITC का current price इतना है, लेकिन bid, people are trying to bid lower than that. Right? And in the offers, they're trying to offer, that means sell higher than that. So when a buyer and seller will agree,
Correct.
that will become the last traded price.
Order completed.
Order completed, executed.
Got it.
So these are all limit orders. Limit orders क्या होता है कि you've actually specified मुझे इस price पे बेचना है या खरीदना है.
Got it.
And if it's the top 5 के range में, then it shows up here.
Got it.
Generally, it's so fast you'll probably miss your own order.
Correct.
But this is helpful to know कि total quantity क्या है. It also shows a total. So total bids, total offers is something you can also see. Okay, the next thing you see over here is the delete button. And we know what that does. It deletes.
Oh, delete button will buy.
Think again.
Okay, bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Rubbish.
Deleted from the market watch, right?
Correct. And then you have this more option. यहाँ पे you have a bunch of other options. For example, you can pop out a chart. you can check out the fundamentals of this stock on ticker tape.
Got it.
Right? So if you click that, you'll see that.
मतलब company की profit loss क्या हो रहा है company में?
Everything to do with fundamentals.
Got it.
If you click there, it'll take you to ticker tape and you'll know. They also technicals on Streak, which is a different backtesting platform. And or you can set an alert. Set alert क्या है? If you want to set a price alert, यार जब ITC इस point पे आ जाए, मुझे alert कर देना. There is this tool called Sentinel. And if you click there, you can set price alerts. You might say कि अच्छा ये resistance है, let me place an alert. ये support है, let me place an alert. Most brokers will have a alert system that you can specify, and you'll get a push notification कि आपने price alert लगाया था, ये आ गया. So that's pretty useful.
Amazing.
Cool. Now let's go through this a little deeper. Before we do the buy and sell, let's see the charts.
Yeah.
All brokers provide charts, and they will have time frame that you can adjust. We have ITC over here. We already know how to analyze this, zoom in, zoom out. You can add indicators. So there'll be a way to add indicators called studies on this dashboard. So we can add different studies.
Okay.
We'll add the one that we learned, which is moving average, and just click it.
EMA and RSI.
हाँ, कितना period लिखना है?
MA 200 डाल दे.
Very nice. Color भी choose कर सकते हो कोई. You choose blue, and it's done, right? So as you can see, ITC is below that. So it's pretty simple. Other things include different types of candlesticks. So there's bar and there's line. So you can explore that, but we'll just stick to candle. The other thing you'd like to do is probably draw, right? So most charting platforms have a way to draw on it. So you have a draw function over here, and you can
here तुम support resistance
वो सब कर सकते हो.
वगैरह mark कर सकते
Right? So this is something I guess people can play around with their broker terminal, their charting platform, and see what all they can draw. So now on ITC, I'll click on B, which is buy, and this buy window will open. All broker terminal का जो buy or sell window है, it's roughly the same.
Got it.
So you don't need to worry if there's a different broker, it'll work the same. Not to worry. So over here, I can see buy ITC. The first question it'll ask me, is it BSE or NSE? So since we added NSE by default, NSE is selected.
Got it.
It'll ask, is it an intraday trade that you want to place or a long term?
Intraday is you're going to sell it within the day if you're going to buy it.
Correct. So between 9:15 and 3:30, you have to exit. Most brokers will force an exit around 3. कि देखो, don't wait for the last minute. 3, 3:10. Brokers have different times for a square off. It's called. And you know, if you specify that, your broker will usually auto exit before the market closes if you don't close the position.
Got it.
But you know, this can be a little risky. Don't wait for your broker to do it. You should exit the position yourself. So this intraday is also called MIS.
Okay.
Okay.
What does MIS stand for?
MIS means margin intraday square off.
Got it.
Which means, so if you have 1 lakh in your account, most brokers will allow you to trade with 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs as leverage. So that's what margin means, that you put a small amount to control a large amount of money. Intraday square off means, well, intraday square off. You can exit before the day.
Within 1 day you have to square off
Correct.
and exit your
Correct. So your broker might call it MIS position.
Got it.
Intraday का मतलब है.
Got it.
The other option here is long term. Pretty self-explanatory. I want to hold this stock for a long term. Delivery लेना है मुझे. Your broker may call it delivery. Another thing that is called is CNC. Cash and carry. कि मैं cash दे रहा हूँ, margin कुछ नहीं है. 200 का stock है, मैं 200 ही दे रहा हूँ.
Got it. Got it.
And I want to carry it forward.
Got it.
CNC, cash and carry.
You can also, if you click on MIS, your leverage that you use can also be 1:1, right? Like,
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
basically cash and carry type only.
Exactly, but intraday.
Correct.
So
That's
ideally, no one should take leverage, right? I mean, we talked about
Unless you are
leverage.
skilled.
Unless you're skilled. I mean, if you're watching this, you shouldn't take leverage.
Yeah, ideally don't do that.
Risk है.
Yeah, but if you go check out the courses on LearnApp and you just get upskilled, then maybe. मेरे को मत बोलना भाई.
Okay, so the next part of the thing is quantity. This is obviously number of shares you're buying or selling.
Got it.
So 10, 100.
Got it.
Interestingly, it's showing me how much money is needed to place that order. So,
Margin required. Got it.
right. So I'll just put 1 here. The price is what price I want to buy it at.
Correct.
Now this is interesting because if I specify a price, the broker will not execute unless I reach that price.
Unless the stock reaches that price.
This is important, right? So this is called a limit order.
Okay. This is what a limit order is.
Yeah. So basically, a limit order, you're telling the broker to place an order कि मुझे इसके ऊपर नहीं खरीदना है, right? So over here, for example, the price is high, and we are placing a lower price.
Correct.
In a limit.
Yeah. इस price पे पहुंचेगा तब खरीद दे.
हाँ. तो मतलब ये थोड़ा गिरेगा तभी price execute होगा if I place this order.
Got it.
So what I'll do now, I'll hit the buy, and to see this order, let's quickly go to orders. Here we can see that the order has been placed, as you can see here.
Got it.
Right? And it is pending, which means the price has not come down.
Correct.
Order execute नहीं हुआ. अच्छा, अगर अभी खरीदना है तो क्या करेंगे?
तो cash and carry.
Okay, नहीं.
CNC.
Not really. So limit order is where you're specifying कि मुझे थोड़ा सस्ता खरीदना है.
ये price पे, हाँ.
Price पे. What about if you say नहीं, अभी जो price available मुझे अभी दे दो.
हाँ.
Right? उसका है called a market order.
Got it.
Why do you think it's called market?
Because it's traded on the market.
Yeah. कि जो भी अभी market में price चल रहा है,
हाँ. अभी बस दे दो.
अभी बस दे दो. So यहाँ limit से I'll change this to market. Now I can't change the price anymore.
Got it.
Because whatever the price is
Whatever
available.
the price is, just buy it.
Just one thing here. You see this price, right? If I actually place a market order, I'll most likely get a higher price than what is here right now. Because you are saying, okay, इस प्राइस पे कोई नहीं है, next best कौन है, अच्छा वहां पे भी नहीं मिल रहा, next best कौन है. The price keeps increasing because there may not be a seller at that second when you place the order. So थोड़ा you get a bad fill. But if you're a long-term investor, like a few paisa here and there, 1 rupee here and there doesn't matter. A trader would normally never use a market order. Most likely he'll use a limit order for entering and exiting because he wants to enter precisely, exit precisely.
Correct. वो price arbitrage ढूंढ रहा है trader.
हाँ, oh, that's a big word.
शाबाश बेटा.
You see that? That means जो हमने limit order place किया था, that has been executed. So वो pending से अब executed हो गया. तो वो order is now placed and executed. The other kind of order that would be really useful to you, especially as a trader, is a stop loss. So what happens is you have bought, actually we can draw this, right? So let's say let me write stop loss first.
I mean, stop loss, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You stop the loss.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if you buy a stock and it starts falling and you are like कि मेरे को और loss नहीं करने का है.
Correct.
तो stop it.
Correct. So let's say you bought the stock here and you're like, dude, अगर इससे नीचे गिरेगा ना, तो please exit.
Please.
हो गया बस.
Mr. Kamath, help me. समझ गया.
So you will basically choose stop loss N here. That's a stop loss market order. And you'll put a trigger price.
What's the difference between stop loss and stop loss market?
Okay, so a stop loss limit, that's a stop loss limit order, you can specify where to place the exit and say कि मुझे limit करना है, don't just give me a market order. So you give a range, trigger price and limit price का. If that doesn't make sense, just stick to stop loss market where you specify this part, which is called the trigger price. If it reaches here, just turn this into a sell market order, whatever's available, I'm out. You can also place a long-term stop loss order. It's called a GTT. But you know, it basically functions on the same principle.
Yeah, got it.
कि मेरा long-term holding है, कभी यहाँ आके गिर गया. So this also means, right, you don't have to stay stuck to your screen.
Correct.
Once your limit order डाला, stop loss डाला, but इसमें एक problem है. Problem क्या है कि पहले आपका जो limit order था वो execute होगा. आप वेट करोगे, अच्छा एंट्री हो गया, अब मैं स्टॉप लॉस प्लेस करूं. What if you could place both of them together?
कि इस टाइम पे एंटर कर, इस टाइम पे कट ले. Then what to do?
So that is called a cover order.
अच्छा.
Cover my
correct.
order. It's called a CO also. So I'll select cover over here, which will show cover order. I'll select the price I want to enter. कि मुझे इस प्राइस पे एंट्री चाहिए. इस प्राइस पे let me lower this number to say this. If the price comes down, तो इसमें exit कर जाना.
Got it.
So this is a cover order. You're placing an entry and a stop loss order together, right? And this is a stop loss market order.
Understood.
Simple, right?
Correct.
So these are the different order types. There are some other complex order types, but I think at this stage it's not needed.
Got it.
Right? This is what you mainly need.
This is nice. So if people, I know that many people who are watching, they invest in stocks.
Yeah.
But now they can plan. They can plan their exit. They can plan their entry, etc. Also, like because if you're just generally buying stocks,
Yeah.
your options are कि आप जो market में price है अभी उसी पे ले लो.
हाँ.
और then you have to keep being glued to the market. कि बढ़ गया, गिरा.
हाँ.
फालतू की anxiety. यहाँ पे तुम बस डाल के रख सकते हो.
छोड़ दो, just go to work,
हाँ.
do whatever. अभी क्या करते हैं? Why don't you place an order? ठीक है? Why don't you open this up?
चलो ठीक है. तो मुझे खरीदना है ITC.
Perfect.
ठीक है. हम 10 शेयर लेगा.
ठीक है.
क्योंकि why not? बस YOLO.
Okay.
और इस पे हम
Is this an intraday order?
this is, how do I check? Hang on. This is,
Excellent.
oh, I just picked market. What is this called? MIS is what?
I'll give you the first word.
Margin intraday square of MIS.
Yeah.
तो MIS कर दिया मैंने.
So you're already on limit. You just need to specify a price, which you already have.
I'm already on limit. Okay, got it.
You're already in limit. Now just swipe.
Oh, पर मुझे ये खरीदना है जब ये थोड़ा सा कम होगा.
Okay, fine.
ठीक है. तो अभी ये लिमिट ऑर्डर प्लेस हो रहा है. ठीक है. तो मैंने प्राइस सेट कर दिया और ये इस पे खरीदना है मुझे और ये मैं भी कर देता हूँ स्वाइप.
Excellent. So as you can see, the order has been placed. और ये
Done.
pending हो गया.
चलो तो अब क्या अभी we have to go pray.
Oh yeah. Oh, so
Is that also kite में है वहाँ पे? थोड़ा सा टेम्पल साइड पे क्लिक करो और तुम ये कर सकते हो.
नहीं, but we'll be using a system ना, तो ये सब नहीं करना हमको.
That's true.
Right. So here you can see in the position book that your order has been executed and आपको profit loss दिखा रहा है यहाँ पे. देखो move हो रहा है ना?
Correct.
Now you click on this button and you can, हाँ okay, and just exit the stock.
Exit.
Done. तो ये अब exit हो गया and जो भी position था that we entered was exited.
तो ये हमने अभी जो किया ये इंट्राडे ट्रेडिंग था.
ये intraday था. Let's do another order. इस बार select another company तन्ने.
ठीक है, एक वॉच लिस्ट पे जाते हैं. हम लेंगे इन्फी लेंगे.
All right.
ठीक है.
Let's buy it.
ओके. इन्फी का प्राइस ये है. इसको मैं थोड़ा सा कम करता हूँ, ज्यादा नहीं, थोड़ा सा.
Okay.
थोड़ा सा कम कर देता हूँ मैं बोलता हूँ इस पे खरीद लेना.
Okay.
ये मेरा लिमिट है एंड लेट्स.
What type of order is this now? Why don't you place a long-term order?
ओके लॉन्ग टर्म ऑर्डर कि मुझे अभी के अभी बेचना नहीं है ये आज के अंदर. मेरे को बस खरीद के रखना.
मतलब डीमैट में आना चाहिए. It's not a long-term order. It's a delivery order.
Got it.
Right?
Got it. मैं CNC करता हूँ ये प्राइस पे. जब ये प्राइस पे आएगा खरीद लेना, मेरे डीमैट अकाउंट में रहेगा ये. ठीक है. ओके एंड डन.
Perfect. So now let's go to the order book. And you can see execute हो गया. And we'll go to this section, which is the holding section.
ओके.
Right? This is where once those shares are credited to you, which is a T+2 cycle. T+2 क्या होता है? Transaction आज हुआ. +2 working days. Second day evening को, after the markets close, those shares are credited to your account.
Got it.
And they show up in holdings.
Got it.
Right?
Got it. So this is for when you aren't buying and selling in the same day.
Correct.
You're buying and then you're like, I'll figure out when I want to sell.
Yeah, मैं long term investor हूँ.
Got it.
That's basically it.
Oh, it's this simple.
Yeah, I mean, like placing orders is very simple. Making a profit is not.
Making a profit is not. Yeah, and making a profit consistently is the hardest thing.
That's super hard.
Got it.
It's like making content. You know, कभी-कभी कर सकते, कभी नहीं कर सकते.
Content is pretty easy.
Oh, dude. You can say that, you know, king of content.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
तो ये तो बेसिक ऑर्डर प्लेसिंग लिमिट ऑर्डर ये तो समझ गया मैं. बट आई कीप हियरिंग ऑफ लाइक गोइंग लॉन्ग शॉर्टिंग लाइक हाउ डू यू डू दैट ऑन योर ब्रोकर टर्मिनल.
Okay, so पहले concept समझ लेते हैं.
हाँ.
And then we'll do that, right? So let me just draw this actually. So the first thing that normally people do, draw it like this, right? So this is what most people think, right? That you are buying and you're profiting if markets go up.
Correct.
Right? So we buy, market goes up, we exit,
Yeah.
or we sell, and then the difference is our profit. So this is buying, going long.
Correct.
The opposite of this is selling first. So I'll just write sell here. And this means you sell first in hopes that the market falls, and if the market falls and you square off your position, you make a profit if market falls.
Correct.
Right, and this is, as you rightly said, called shorting. Okay. Now, online, when you read this, right, people will talk about you borrow a stock from someone. Your broker allows you to borrow a stock from someone. You sell it first at 100. It goes down to 95. You buy it back and give those borrowed shares back and 5 rupees.
बीच वाला प्रॉफिट है और मंकी बनाना वाला एग्जांपल होता है ये. I've made a video on the whole Reddit GameStop thing where we explain shorting. You can check out the link in description. बोलो.
Super. So in India, you're not actually borrowing anything. There's no borrowing system in India. Simply क्या हो रहा है? You're selling first. Put in red, right? So you're selling first at 100. Okay. Basically, the broker has to net off whatever transactions you've done with the exchange at the end of the day.
Correct.
You should just have a buy and sell, and वो net off होना चाहिए. So what the broker will do is you sell first at say 100. Markets fall, and let's say markets come to 95, and then you'll buy it back. Right? So you buy it over here. So you basically reverse the transaction. This difference over here of ₹5 is your profit. That's it. So you sell first, but you can only do this MIS. This can only be done MIS, that is margin intraday. You can't short for like 2-3 days in equity unless you're using options or futures. But we won't talk about that today. In equity, you'll normally only do this MIS and it's intraday. And you can sell first and then square off the transaction or buy back
Later.
and it's done.
Got it.
And the market goes up,
Got it.
you'll lose money.
Got it.
Yeah.
And you can use leverage in this.
You can use leverage because it's intraday.
Correct.
So yeah, you shouldn't, but you're allowed to use leverage. Yeah.
Understood.
तो इसको अब actual trade करके दिखाते हैं with one share.
Okay.
So over here we have this. We'll just do it on this laptop. I have this company over here. Let's say Tata Motors, and all I have to do is select intraday, quantity 1, and I'll basically place the sell order. And since it's intraday and I don't have any position on Tata Motors right now, ये -1 करके positions में आ जाएगा.
Okay.
ये -1 मतलब -1 quantity.
क्यों ऐसा?
Because I don't have any position in Tata Motors. मेरा position अभी 0 है. If I sell one quantity, it's -1 quantity that is my current position.
Oh, because you're trying to short, right?
Correct. Because I'm trying to
So you
short.
already sold it, so you have less than 1 stock, 0 stocks.
Zero stocks. इसको क्या करते हैं? 10 कर देते हैं. So -10
हो गया.
ठीक है. So now I'll just place this order and let's do a market order कि we'll just get जल्दी से fill हो जाएगा. So I'm placing this order. Done. We can see this in positions. All brokers have this, as we know. यहाँ पे you can see what's your M2M. MTM is mark to market. कि when I mark my position against the current market, मेरा profit loss कितना है?
Got it.
तो check this out. अभी देखो, the price will move and I can see the profit loss. ये move हो रहा है. ठीक है?
अब before the end of the day, you have to buy this back to make it. You're in -10 to make it 0 again. You
Yeah.
have to square it off at the end of the day.
Correct.
So we better pray that Tata Motors
Falls.
today will fall.
There is one risk over here. It's out of the scope of this video to explain, but there is something called an option. कि अब ये transaction को तो हमको net off करना है, मतलब square off करना. अगर वो नहीं होता है for some reason, circuit लग सकता है या कुछ हो सकता है. You have to make sure that your stop loss, your exit is like planned. So when you're shorting, right, make sure you have your cover or your exit placed. ताकि वो exit हो जाए, and even if the broker doesn't auto square off, you square it off no matter what. हाँ, तो ये 10 orders का buy place कर देगा.
Got it.
तो अभी कर देते हैं.
Got it.
ये profit loss क्या ही है वैसे, but चलो
ठीक है.
example. अभी देखो quantity 0 हो गया.
हाँ,
तो
got it.
मतलब वो -10 से +10 किया, minus plus.
So this is when you're shorting.
Yes.
तो अभी cover order place कर दिया, ITC पे cover order place कर दिया.
हाँ, ठीक है, हो गया. Click on cover and I'll put say 10. मार्केट ऑर्डर में इसको बेच रहे हैं और अपना स्टॉप लॉस ये मैं सेल प्रेस कर रहा हूं. डन. और ये मैं पोजीशन में जाऊंगा, सॉरी ऑर्डर बुक में जाऊंगा. ये ऑर्डर अभी प्लेस हो गया है. अभी जब ये ट्रिगर होगा तो मेरा स्टॉप लॉस रेडी हो जाएगा.
Got it.
एंड द सेम थिंग विल हैपन, बट मेक श्योर वी एग्जिट बिफोर द एंड ऑफ द डे, बिकॉज इट्स पॉसिबल स्टॉप लॉस के पास ही ना जाए. हो सकता है ना, तो
Fair.
एग्जिट करना इंपॉर्टेंट.
Got it.
साउंड्स गुड.
Yeah.
Simple.
Understood.
So you can also profit when markets are actually falling. So when we create a system, we can say, अच्छा, अगर support तोड़ दिया तो I want to short intraday.
That's true.
हो सकता है, right?
सपोर्ट से ब्रेक डाउन हुआ तो अमेजिंग हो जाएगा फिर अगर तुम शॉर्ट.
Cool enough, because actually markets fall faster than they rise. लोग को डर ज्यादा लगता है.
Correct.
Then they get
Optimism
greedy.
is a harder
हाँ.
belief. Yeah.
Greed sounds like, oh,
मेरा पैसा भी डबल हो सकता है.
fear sounds like, ah!
मेरी हालत इतनी बुरी है, आराम करो. अरे भगवान से डरो तुम लोग.
So people sell faster.
Yeah.
And the price usually moves faster. So that's why there are a lot of people who just have shorting strategies because it moves faster intraday versus like going long.
Understood.
Cool. Nice. So the other thing that most people should know is after all of this, there is a back office for the broker. That you should know this. It's boring, but now that you're so deep into money, you should know this shit. It's called console on Kite, but it's also called back office generally. The back office has contract notes, what trades you took, कितना brokerage आपने pay किया. You should definitely know whether जो brokerage promise किया था उतना deduct हुआ है कि नहीं. कितना stamp duty, STT, all these other taxes that are there can be found in something called a contract note.
Got it.
You probably also get a copy on your email. You'll also get profit and loss statements for tax purposes, etc., etc. Back office में वो सब stored रहता है.
Got it. Everything, including your dadi and the kitchen sink, is emailed to you.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay, Tanmay.
All right.
Time for you know what?
Yes. Oh my God.
Quiz time.
Exam.
I have 4 questions for you.
Okay.
Okay. If you bought HDFC Bank, वो कहाँ दिखेगा अकाउंट में? Positions की holdings.
If you bought,
HDFC Bank
हाँ.
for a long-term investment.
Oh, then it's a holding. You're holding it for long term.
Excellent. If you want to track prices of stocks very regularly, where will you add them? What is that area called?
Watch order. Watch list.
Yeah, watch list. That's right. Perfect.
Ah.
If you want to place an intraday order at say a particular price, कि मुझे इसी price में entry exit करना है, what type of order is that called?
It's a limit order.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
And if you want to enter and exit whatever is available right now,
It's a market order.
perfect. It's so simple, man. Why do people? It's not complicated at all, right? Acha.
We'll talk tomorrow.
Okay, cool. And in one line, just explain to me, shorting क्या होता है?
Shorting is a way to make money when the market falls.
Yeah.
What you essentially do is you sell shares at a certain price and then you buy them back after the price has fallen down.
Yeah.
So you sell when you sell shares, then in your positions you will see minus how many ever number of shares that you bought.
Correct.
Then ideally you should key in a price that you want to buy them back at and not wait for your broker to do that at the end of the day for you.
Yeah.
And when the price falls, then you buy those shares back, and whatever the gap was, that's your profit.
That's your profit. And if price rose and you bought it back, then that would be a
Loss.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Excellent. So
As Melvin Capital will tell you.
they're enjoying this right now, aren't they? So now I think what we should do, right, is there different ways to trade the market, different styles. You can trade in and out in a few seconds. You
Correct.
can enter, exit, intraday.
Correct.
There are all these different styles.
Correct. There's also like slightly long term also, right? Like you don't want to trade every single day.
Correct.
You want to make a couple of trades a week.
Yeah, and interestingly, you can select whatever style you want. You'll probably make the same amount of money.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's more to do with your personality of what you're comfortable with. So if you're working all day in an office, probably intraday trading is not for you.
Not for you.
But if you have the time, then maybe you should check it out. So there are different styles. Why don't we discuss all the different styles and learn it?
Yeah.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
Now?
I'm assuming it's in the next episode.
That's right.
On the next episode, we will visit that. Also, in the meanwhile,
Check out all the other features of the Broker Terminal available only on the advanced courses on Learn app, taught by Guruji Prateek Singh himself. Check out the link in the description and get 2 months of extra access absolutely free. And while you trade, you can analyze your stock fundamentals and history in depth, all thanks to Ticker Tape. And before you begin trading, one must have a Demat account. So open your own Demat account. All of these links are available in the pinned comment, so make sure you check it out. In the next episode, you will learn.
So far we've mostly been discussing equity trading.
Yeah.
I mean, in the last episode we discussed like intraday trading
Correct.
a little bit.
Correct.
Got it. But everything works in a similar way.
Yeah, I mean, for the trader, they're all assets and the price is moving.
Got it.
They all have a chart. They all have support resistance. They all can be back tested.
Got it.
But they're different. They're different assets, different instruments.
Understood.
Yeah. तो आपका एंट्री ये है ब्लू में, ठीक है, एंड यू होल्डिंग ऑन टू दिस. एक और स्टॉक लेते हैं, ये भी ऐसे ही बहुत टाइम साइडवेज था, आपने एंट्री किया, ऊपर गया. दिस व्हाट ट्रेंड फॉलोइंग इज करेक्ट. फिर से आपने यहाँ पे एंट्री किया, बहुत पेशेंस लगा यार, साइडवेज ही था, फिर फटा, फिर साइडवेज हो गया, फिर फटा.
क्या बोल रहा है? क्या बोल रहा है? हाँ बोलना.
डर गया ये. Hey Tanmay, what's up?
What's happening?
Ready to... Sorry. Okay. Hey Tanmay, what's up?
What's up?
Ready to... Okay, high energy. Button.
ब्रोकर टर्मिनल में क्या एनर्जी दी? बटन का.
We're going to place orders. How exciting. Actually are giving you... let me think of the line. Sorry. Okay.